when you first arrive at the site, this is going to be a constantly changing homepage of my most recent works. As of right now, I majorly have student works, but I do have one up here that is a soon to be paid for job that I'm working on. Taking through these, this is the first non-student work that I have. It is a logo for Downtown Cannabis and Cocktails, which is a company which will be opening in December for a bit, and then it'll be having its main opening in January. I'm working with a woman named Susan McCain, and I got this logo from a painting by Billy, sorry, what was her last name? I don't know.
Maxine Smith.
Billy Maxine Smith. She's a local painter. This logo is also being used on flyers and posters and soon to be aprons and things. This is an Easter Lily school project that I did. We had to take a photograph and illustrate it. I used Illustrator and then labeled like the more anatomical parts of it just to give it more of a educational look, not just a photograph.
Photograph is in the folder, right?
Yes, all the source art is right beside it in the portfolio. This is another comic reproduction that I did. It basically is what got me into character illustration because I loved Buffy, so I worked really quickly and picked up on the tools very quickly just so I could get this to look as good as it did, and that just jump-started me into wanting to do illustration because of how happy I was with the output that I got from working on this. And here's another illustration I did, which the source art was just a sketch that I did. It was inspired by my 5-year-old niece she's blonde and grumpy, and she has like the mindset of a 15-year-old, so I tried to capture that in this quick little illustration that I digitally reanimated in Illustrator. Next, you can go to a more split up portfolio. This is all illustrations. So you'll see some repeats of what's on the homepage, but then also different things. So that my most recent illustrations will be here, but the homepage will have just the most recent works in general. So you can constantly keep up with what I'm doing and when I'm doing it and see what I'm up to. Next, I have just other works. These mainly help me, these are mostly student works, and they help me figure out like placement and optimal text placement, things like that I've carried into illustration. This was for a school project where I took a popular music artist and made a poster for them at a local venue. And I just went with like an obvious color choice for her because her name is Pink, so I just tried to make everything pink, which was, in the end, the biggest issue, trying to get them all to print out to look pink, because there's so many different shades. Some of them looked less pink than others. But besides that, I think it turned out really well. Here's a play poster. We had a list of 10-minute plays, and I chose this one. It was kind of like a who's on first story with miscommunication about no theater. And so I just tried to capture what happened in the play, and then put the information and all that on there, and tried to work optimal placement to have all the elements and all the information on there without looking too cluttered. And again, all the source art for these are in the portfolio. Next, I have, this is more of a hobby page, but I'm really interested in photography, and I use it a lot for source art. So there's different student projects that I've done.